What up? What up? Shout out to everybody, man. Yeah, they talking spicy about Deion Sanders online. They talking spicy. We'll talk about this for a second. Shout out to everybody, man. Um, for people, if you living under a rock, for people that haven't heard, man, Deion Sanders, well, he left Jackson State to take a head coaching job at Colorado, the University of Colorado. And a lot of people are upset at Coach Prime because he left Jackson State. And I see it from both sides, man. You know what I mean? I understand Deion Sanders. He probably like, you know what, man? I did all I could for y'all. Deion Sanders did a lot while he was down there at Jackson State. On and off the field. We gonna get into that. He probably got tired of the effery, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he only one man. Everybody not a go getter. Deion Sanders came down there with a plan, and if he didn't have any backing from the community, I don't know what he had, but I'm just saying that'll cause anybody to leave. And I understand why people mad. They like, damn, you had it rocking down here. You know what I mean? We supported you. You told us to come to the games. We came to the games. We supported the team. And, you told these young players that you wanted to see change and you wanted to even the playing field and you left. So I see it from both angles, man. It must be the money. But it must be the money. I'm gonna keep it real. I mean, they say Dion making $5 million at Colorado, $5 million a year. That's a lot of money compared to what he was making at Jackson State. You know what I mean? HBCU. And the thing about it was, I heard a lot of different reports, but the biggest thing was his staff wasn't being paid properly. You know, um, I think Dion only made 300,000 a year at Jackson State. You know what I mean? Of course, Dion got other money, but his staff wasn't making a lot of money. You know what I mean? Some of these coaches been with him for years. They was only making 30, 40,000 a year. So, you know what I mean? I understand from both angles. And Dion raised a lot of money for the school. So I'm hearing a lot of different reports. I was trying to do my research. Nothing is concrete, but they was just saying a lot. Like, you know what I mean? Dion was supposed to get a percentage if the stadium was sold out. He never got his money. They was talking about a lot of different things. You know what I mean? There was the water crisis in Jackson, Mississippi. It was the crime. So we don't know the real reason that he left Jackson State. I think we'll know in due time. Time reveals everything. But he did do a lot for Jackson, Mississippi. He did do a lot for the school, for the football program. He got him a new facility, new practice facility. He got him a new practice field. He brought the spotlight to HBCUs. They brought college game day down there. Dion did a lot. You know what I mean? He was down there for 3 years. What you want the man to do, man? You know what I mean? What? I'm gonna keep it real. Where would you rather live, Jackson, Mississippi, or Boulder, Colorado? You know what I mean? If you got some money, you'll rather live in Colorado. I hate to say it. So, it just is what it is. The only people that Dion owe an explanation to is those players that he recruited. Because a lot of those players, they only came to Jackson State to play for him. Rightfully so. If you got a chance to play for Deion Sanders, you may want to take that opportunity. If anybody can get you to the NFL, is him. But he don't owe anybody an explanation because we don't know the real reasons why he bounced. You know what I mean? If you look at some of these big time schools, the Power Five schools, they able to do the things they do because of the alumni. You know what I mean? We got to keep it real. They support their schools. You know what I mean? You got schools like Harvard. You know what I mean? They make billions of dollars, man, just off the alumni donating. And you know, if you went to Jackson State, you know what I'm saying? If you went to Jackson State, if you ain't donate $100, then you did wrong for that. So you can't get mad that the guy's leaving. You know what I mean? He got a family. He got children. He got a staff. He got a lifestyle. You know what I mean? He stayed down there for 3 years. He did the best he could. You know what I mean? And he had some health problems too. We got to realize, I think Deion last year, he had to get a couple surgeries. He got a couple toes amputated. So, you know, we don't know the condition that he's in. We don't know how he's feeling right now, what he had to go through underneath all of that pressure. I think he got in over his head. I don't think he knew how bad Jackson State was until he got down there. And then you got to think, they probably was calling his phone for everything. You know what I'm saying? Because, black people got the savior complex, right? So they probably was calling his phone. Hey, can you bail my son out of jail? Oh, can you stop by this church and preach? Can you stop by my restaurant? He probably couldn't even walk the street without people asking him for something. Not giving him anything, but asking him for something. And on top of that, they were stealing his shit. They broke into his office, stole something out the locker room. They broke into his son's car. They stole his boombox. So you down there doing for people that's stealing from you, you know what I mean? Eventually that gets old, man. I'm gonna be 100. That get old. You like, damn. You know what I mean? I can help you all I can, but y'all gotta help me too. So I understand both angles, man. But Deion was talking crazy, like, yeah, you know what I mean? We gonna level the playing field. You know what I mean? I believe he was talking cash money and then bounce. It just is what it is, man. You know what I mean? People just gonna have to deal with it and suck it up. Um, anybody that follow college football, y'all know this ain't nothing new. Y'all remember what Lane Kiffin did some years ago? Lane Kiffin took the job at Tennessee. He ain't played one game. Made his way to USC. Tennessee never forgot about that. So we've seen coaches bounce. You know what I mean? We've seen worse than what Deion did, for real. What Deion did really wasn't that bad because he actually invested into the program. A lot of these coaches don't do nothing but take, and leave. So if you know anything about the coaching carousel, then you understand that ain't abnormal what Deion did. You take a better opportunity. You take a better job for you, for your staff, for your family, and hopefully you can land somewhere permanent. How it is, man. You know what I mean? Jackson State should have supported him. You know what I mean? I think at the end of the day, if you got somebody that's trying to help your community, you got to help him too. You know what I'm saying? Prime shouldn't have left. Somebody was found dead in a truck at Jackson. Prime should have left. Man, look, I mean, I never been to Jackson, Mississippi. I had a homeboy that went there for a couple years. You know what I mean? He told me it's desolate down there. You know what I mean? He told me it's not a lot. It's not a lot of opportunities financially, economically. So, like, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? I don't blame Coach Prime for leaving. I wouldn't have blamed him if he stayed. Either way, he a grown man. He make his own decisions. You know what I'm saying? He don't owe the black. A lot of people don't know Deion Sanders' history. Deion Sanders had been coaching football since his sons was like, 7, 8 years old. Deion Sanders opened up 2 private charter schools in Texas. You know what I mean? One of them got closed down. I don't know, something happened. But the point is, Deion Sanders been giving back to the community for way too long. Y'all got to understand. He just didn't start with Jackson State. Deion Sanders opened up 2 charter schools and was the coach of the football teams to help out the community. What more you want the man to do, man? He coached on a high school level. You know what I'm saying? He paid a lot of people rent. A lot of people, mamas came to Deion. Hey, I need help. This, that. He helped. I mean, come on, man. Deion Sanders did a lot for his community. I'm just gonna be honest, man. I mean, I'm pretty much indifferent about it. Like, all right, I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I guess it was the way he left was kind of foul. All right, I get it, right? You know what I mean? Like, I guess it was the way he left, right? Like, damn. You know what I mean? He just up and bounced on him. But that's just how it is. You know, um, I don't know how good of a coach he gonna be on the next level. The Pac-12 is stacked. I don't know if people watch college football. I do. Um, Telling you, man, the Pac-12 ain't no joke. We talk about the SEC, rightfully so. The Pac-12, you got to deal with USC, UCLA. Utah had a good season. Washington State been having good seasons. You guys still got to deal with Washington every time they get a good recruiting class. Oregon ain't bad. Colorado was at the bottom of the Pac-12. So we don't know how good his coaching gonna be on the next level. Don't think he gonna get up in that Pac-12 and do what he want. Nah, this ain't the SWAC. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The Pac-12 has had a good year. They kind of fell off in the last 5 years, but the Pac-12 has risen. Trust me. And had USC not lost that game, USC would be in the Final Four. They would be in the playoffs. So we don't know how it's going to turn out for Deion. I hope he a good coach. But at the end of no, UCLA and USC are leaving. They are leaving. But you still got to deal with Oregon. You still got to deal with Washington State. You still got to deal with you. Still got to deal with Utah. That ain't. Yo, man, those ain't no easy teams, man. You know what I mean? You still got to deal with BYU. Yo, man. The Pac-12 ain't no walk in the park, bruh. It's one thing to play against Texas Southern. It's another thing to play against a loaded Utah team or USC. Y'all better do your history on USC. But it just is what it is, man. I don't even think he's going to be at Colorado long. I can't see him staying there too long, maybe a few years till he find a better job. Man, y'all know what time it is. Must be the money. Must be the money, baby. Deion did everything he could for them Negroes, man. And at the end of the day, maybe it wasn't reciprocated. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we'll hear the truth on why he up and left. But it always come down to money, man. You know what I'm saying? You always follow the money. Anything in life, you follow the money. You follow the resources, man. And there's a lot of black people out there like, oh, that's why black people can't have nothing. No, black people can't have nothing because we don't support each other. You know what I'm saying? It comes down to that, man. You know what I mean? If every alumni of Jackson State would have donated just $100, that could have helped out the program. But a lot of people didn't. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? We got $100 to buy Jordans. We got $100 to go to the club. Niggas got $100 to pay for bottles. But you can't support the school in your city. You can't support your college you went to. You can't support your interests. You got to pay to play. And that's the one thing black people, we really got to realize, whether it's politics, you know what I mean, whether it's commerce, you have to pay to play. Nothing is for free out here. Election day for other races of people is payday. You know what I'm saying? Because if they get their people in office, they know they're going to benefit. Why? Because they paid to play. And that's just the reality. I don't think a lot of Negroes grasp that idea of politics and just commerce in general, just the business world in general. You have to pay to play. And anything you do, you know what I'm saying? You can't even go to the strip club and get a lap dance without paying. You got to pay to play. That's how it is, Negroes. So, you know, I think this is a lesson, if anything. You know, we got to look at the positives. I think this is a lesson for everybody to say, you know what? Next time I get something good, I'm going to do everything to hold on to it. The state of Mississippi, the city of Jackson in particular, should have did everything they could to hold on to Prime. You got Deion Sanders living in your city. That brings money. And I think they dropped the ball on that. Every preacher in the city of Jackson and the surrounding counties, they should have got together and put together some plans. Every business owner, small business owner, everybody should have got behind Prime. But they didn't. I mean, come on. You can't blame the guy. You got an opportunity. Everybody not a go-getter. I'm sorry. Deion probably like, fuck this. I tried. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I'm just giving my synopsis of maybe what happened. But I see it from both angles. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. If I was from Jackson, I would feel some type of way too. If I was from Jackson, Mississippi, like, damn, dog, you kind of pimped this, didn't you? You came down here with these stories on how you gonna help these kids and level the playing field. Now you go to the, you went to one of the blackest schools ever. Now you're going to one of the whitest schools ever. Talking about God sent you both places. I don't know about that, Prime. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that, Prime. So God sent you to one of the blackest schools ever, then he sent you to one of the whitest schools ever. Now that I don't know about. You know what I mean? You know, black people love to use God for their defense. That's just how we do. You know what I mean? God conveniently talks to black people. Yeah, God told me to do it. And that'll just shut people up. I'd be like, nigga, God sent you to Jackson, Mississippi, then sent you to Boulder, Colorado? Nah, bruh. Like, that's a cop-out. Just say you left for the money. Must be the money. I just keep it real with the motherfuckers. Like, yo, they wasn't paying. Yeah, Deion got money, but he said his staff needed to be paid. Dog, the defensive coordinator for Clemson was making $1.2 million a year. The staff for Deion Sanders was making, they say, 30 to 40,000 a year. It's not even close. It's not even close. Yeah, Deion got money, but his staff ain't have the money. They got families, they got kids. You can't feed nobody on 30,000 a year. Are you serious? Even in Mississippi, you can't do nothing with 30,000, 40,000 a year with a family. Come on, man, that's crazy. Little to no benefits. Nah, you can't feed nobody off that. You got to get a part-time job. I'm keeping it real, man. It comes down to dollars and cents, and it always has, it always will. You know what I mean? But I just think a lot of people need to take this as a lesson. You got something good, hold on to it. You're supposed to cherish that. But you know, black people got too much pride and entitlement and shit. They like, oh, he's supposed to do that. No, that nigga's supposed to look out for his family. Deion Sanders got his family. He got children. He got a mama. He got sisters and brothers. You know what I'm saying? Same way you gotta look out for your family. Deion Sanders done did too much for the community. He done did more than most. He done opened up charter schools. He done sponsored so many football teams growing up. Man, Deion Sanders done did more than most, man. You know what I mean? For real. Real talk. He done moved some of these players into his house. Come on, man. The average Negro ain't doing that. So what more you want the man to do? Deion Sanders, 55 years old, having some health issues, barely can walk. He want to be comfortable too. Like, yo, y'all gotta hold me down. And they didn't really support him. I don't believe Jackson State supported him the way he needed it. You know what I'm saying? But again, to be fair, to be devil's advocate, if I lived in Jackson, I would feel some type of way. Like, damn, nigga, you came down here preaching to us. Deion Sanders should have just came to Jackson like, hey, I just want to coach football. I want to help some of these young men. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. But while I'm here, I'm going to do my best. Deion came down there talking spicy. Like, yo, we about to even the playing field. He about to uneven the playing field. So I kind of see both angles. I'm trying to weigh it out. Because if I was living in Jackson, I would feel some type of way like, damn, nigga, you came talking mad greasy. Deion was talking wild, like, yeah, these kids, they don't need to go to a Power 5 school, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, and now they do. So, but that's the business of coaching, you know what I mean? That's just the business of football. By the time these guys get on the varsity team or high school, if you got talent, it's a business. It's how it is. It's a business what college you go to. It's a business. It's a business what high school you go to. It's a business. So, you know, same thing with the coaches. It's a business. I know we think football is fun and we, you know what I mean? It's supposed to teach these young men lessons. All of that's cool, but it's a business. And, you know, same thing with all these other sports. By the time LeBron James was in eighth grade, he knew his life was going to be different. Why? Because he had talent, and they told him. By the time LeBron was in eighth grade, he knew. Period. I ain't gonna live in poverty again. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? By the time Derrick Rose was a sophomore in high school, he knew I'm different than everybody else because I got talent. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, people. I'm saying it is what it is, people. It's a business. It's a business. That's all it is. You think LeBron James had to wait on the bus stop with you Negroes? You think LeBron James had to wait in line for his Jordans when he was in the ninth grade? No, he didn't. He had them shipped to his house. His life was different because he had talent. Everybody knew it. It's a business. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you're doing business, you got to take the emotions out of it. It's a business. That's just how it is. What you going to do? You know what I mean? You got to explain to the Negro what business is. You know what I mean? Because the Negro is, black people, we are emotional people. You know what I'm saying? This is how it is because of what we've been through. Black people, we are an emotional people. Our politics are emotional. Our business acumen is emotional. Everything, the majority of shit we do is based on emotions. The rest of the world doing business. So, how it is. So I expected people to be mad. I'm sitting back laughing because I'm like, man, look, you can't have no savior complex. Y'all should have worked with him. Deion Sanders can't save each and every person in Mississippi. That's an insurmountable task. He was there to coach. Deion Sanders came to coach those young men. And that's what he did. Got him to the championship game. What more you want from the dude, man? Now, I got a feeling what's going to happen. I think Deion going to get up there to Colorado and get his ass whooped a couple times. Like, damn, this ain't no joke. Real talk. Yo, man, let me tell you something. Man. Just because you talk good, just because you got swag, I'm talking about Deion. Just because you dress good, you smell good, you look good, don't mean that you can coach on that level. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see when Colorado play Oregon. If he about that life. He talk good. Deion can't get on the field for these boys. Let's see if he can coach. And that's going to tell it all. If he really can coach. I'm talking about X's and O's. I'm being 100. Let's see. Let's see when they play Nebraska this year. Oh, he got some tough games. It's going to be tough. Let's see when they play Washington State. If he can beat a couple of those teams, cool. I don't really think his son is that good of a quarterback. And that's no shot against his son. But again, what I seen, his son run like he in quicksand. He looked down at every receiver. He got to wind up every time he throw. I never thought his son was elite. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the first game against TCU, he finished. Oh, man, his first game is against TCU. Have y'all seen TCU this season? They in the playoffs. Have y'all seen? Yeah, like they just lost to Kansas State, but TCU is looking good. Oh, he finished. he highly finished on that game. But again, I don't think his son is elite. I think his son is a good quarterback, but we never seen his son against elite talent. We never seen his son up against a real defensive line. Those big white boys in Utah? Oh, no. We never seen his son really got to play against elite talent. I think his son is okay, but I've seen a lot of holes in his game. He going to have to step it up, bruh. I'm like, damn, dog, you got to wind up just to throw a 5-yard quick little route? Nah, that ain't going to cut it. That ball should be coming out his hand just like that. And it don't. It don't. I'm telling you, man. He like Dak Prescott. He's shuffling back and forth. A lot of these quarterbacks these days suck. And that's why even the NFL is so horrible because these quarterbacks, they're not smart. I gotta keep it real. A lot of them are athletic, but they're not smart. Dog, being a quarterback, the game is up here. Y'all remember back in the day, right? A quarterback can make 3 reads before he throw the ball. Now these guys, they look at one receiver and throw the ball. And the playbooks only be this thick. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys, they don't put the study time in. A lot of these guys can't read defenses. I'm being 100. Look at Kyler Murray. Horrible. Horrible. Lamar Jackson. I like Lamar Jackson. He make about 3 mistakes every game that I know he ain't watching film or he can't understand it. Dog, you got to understand the game. You know what I'm saying? And I could go down the list of guys. It's bad quarterback play. It's bad quarterback play. I'm sorry. Y'all remember back in the day they used to call a lot of audibles? A lot of these guys can't even call audibles no more because they already go into the huddle and know who they're going to throw it to. They cannot make a simple 3-read pass the ball. You know what I'm saying? You should at least get to 2 of your reads. They can't even do it. They cannot do it. Bad quarterback play. That's why, I watch a little bit of football. I don't watch a lot of that shit no more because it's horrible. I watch a little bit of college, but the NFL suck. You know what I'm saying? The NFL is trash. That's why they want Brady to keep playing because it's horrible. Bad quarterback play. And they doing everything in their power to protect the quarterback, right? And they still garbage. You can't even breathe on a quarterback without getting a penalty. And these guys still garbage, man. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen's good. Patrick Mahomes pretty good. But I can name them on my hands of the quarterbacks that's decent. One of the best quarterbacks in the NFC this year was Geno Smith. That's when you know the league is horrible. How the hell Geno Smith balling? Come on, man. You guys are trash. Because they too busy trying to be athletes. Your quarterback got to be a leader of the team. Your quarterback has to be smart. Your quarterback has to be able to read the field. And more importantly, read defenses. These guys, y'all remember Kurt Warner? Kurt Warner could read defenses. Real talk. These guys can't even read defenses, man. I'm like, what do y'all do all day? Play Madden? You guys are horrible. You guys are horrible, man. And that go to not studying film. They probably be on Instagram all day, but they making a lot of money. Y'all gonna see. Give it like 10 years. The playbook gonna look like a coloring book. It's gonna look like some Pop Warner shit. Cause these guys, they not very smart. You know what I'm saying? They not no Joe Montana. They ain't no John Elways. You can go down the list. They not even Dante Culpepper. They not even Donovan McNabb. These guys, Donovan McNabb would dominate in this era of football. These guys are horrible, man. These guys are horrible, man. You know what I'm saying? Donovan McNabb would dominate these dudes, man. You got to be smart to play quarterback. I don't want my quarterback to be an athlete personally. Personally, I want my quarterback to be 6'5", 240, with a brain. He ain't got to run a lick. All you got to do is throw the ball. I don't want no athletic Cam Newton-style quarterback. That shit is horrible and it don't last. Hell nah, man. I want my quarterback 6'5", 240. With tree trunk legs. That's old-fashioned quarterback. That's what I want. Old-fashioned. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my quarterback with a six-pack. That's crazy. I don't need no muscle-bound. Yeah, give me a Ben Roethlisberger back there or something, man. Yo, real talk. These quarterbacks are trash, man. They not developing these dudes the way they used to. These guys are dumb. I hate to say it, but they're not very smart. Cam Newton was a good athlete, but as a quarterback, trash. Trash. As a team leader, trash. And it comes down to, can you read defenses? I'm sorry. If you're not a very bright guy, if you got a low IQ, if you just not smart, you're not gonna be able to read defenses, man. You know what I'm saying? Just being 100. Hell, give me a Dante Culpepper. Give me somebody, man. These quarterbacks are horrible. Here today, gone tomorrow. Excuse me. Here today, gone tomorrow. How it is. Sometimes they're horrible. But we still watch. Dak Prescott is so horrible. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And they be hiding these quarterbacks, man. They don't be trying to expose them. Tony Romo was okay. He made a ton of mistakes. It's the IQ, man. It's the IQ. You have to know how to read a defense. It's just that simple, man. It's just that simple. That means you have to watch film. That means you got to study. It's just that simple. I'm happy black QBs getting more opportunities. Yeah, Jalen Hurts balling. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, look, I'm giving a job to the best man. Like when it come to sports, I leave the race out the window. Who gonna ball? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna ball? I don't give a fuck if you green, yellow, black, brown, white. Who gonna ball out? Who gonna show some heart? Who gonna put in the work when everybody sleep? Who out there running laps? Who getting up at 5 in the morning? I'm looking at everything. If I was a coach, I'd be on the practice field to see who gonna get out there and grind. Cause I want to do with heart too, not just talent. I want to do with some heart. I want the person with the work ethic. Who gonna get out there in their off time and throw routes? I'm looking at the receivers that's gonna run the routes when nobody out there. They out there by themselves running routes. That's who I'm looking for. Not the person with the most Instagram followers. Fuck that. Deion, I'm not about to say Deion Sanders. I'm gonna get back to prime. Uh Jerry Rice wasn't the most talented wide receiver, but boy, he worked everybody out the gym. Jerry Rice wasn't the fastest guy. Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. He wasn't the most athletic wide receiver, but Jerry Rice outworked everybody, man. That's why he played so long. Randy Moss was probably the most talented guy we ever seen. Imagine if he had Jerry Rice work ethic. He'd be the best thing we ever seen. Really, Randy Moss probably the best player we ever seen anyway. He barely, just God-given talent. Imagine if he had the talent with the work ethic. We'll be talking about an alien, man. But yeah, Jerry Rice wasn't the fastest, most athletic dude. He knew the playbook. He knew how to run routes really well. He had good hands, and he outworked everybody. And that's how it is. And that stands for something too, man. And he was a locker room guy. He ain't come with a lot of drama. Randy Moss came with all the drama. And Randy, my guy, but Randy Moss came with all the drama. You know what I'm saying? He was the NFL's Allen Iverson. That's why his career got cut short and he never won a Super Bowl. Randy Moss should have been the best player ever in life. He had the talent. Fastest dude I ever seen running routes. I'm like, God damn. He always was open. But again, that work ethic, man. That work ethic. Y'all heard what Allen Iverson said, practice? Fuck I got practice for? Niggas ain't want to practice. Rice never stopped working. Jerry Rice still running routes, man. You know what I'm saying? No, Randy Moss went 16-0 with the Patriots. And they lost in the Super Bowl. He made it to a Super Bowl and they lost. 16-0, baby. Lost in the Super Bowl. It is what it is. It wasn't his fault. They just lost. Shit. You know what I'm saying? But he was this close to a Super Bowl. That was some of his best years when he was with Brady, too. They were breaking all kind of records. The emotional blackmail, up in arms about prime. He saved JFU. Yeah. Yeah. Deion Sanders left Jackson State better, of course, way better than what he found it. You know what I'm saying? Deion Sanders left the school better than what he found it. Um, Look, it just is what it is. I mean, Prime, yo, you can't fault somebody for doing what's best for them and their family. Because I guarantee if Deion Sanders was homeless tomorrow, 98% of people in Jackson wouldn't give him a place to stay. That's how it is. I was walking to the dumpster 2 hours ago. I literally almost stepped on a homeless man. I'm like, damn, bro, you need something? He was knocked out asleep. I might go check on him when I'm done. But that's how it is. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing if you homeless. So you gotta look out for your people. I'm talking about your family, your kids, your wife, your moms, your sister, your brother. Come on, man. You can't knock Deion for taking $5 million. Hold on. Must be the money, baby. Must be the money. You can't knock nobody for getting the bag. You know what I mean? If Jackson State would have gave him the bag, then I would have something to say. Jackson State ain't give him nothing. He gave Jackson State everything for 3 years. Now Deion in bad health. He getting older. Kids getting older. We don't know what Deion going through. He could have some financial problems. He went through a divorce some years back, a real ugly divorce. We don't know his financial status. Nigga, Uncle Sam could be in his back pocket. We don't know the real reason he left. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being 100. We don't know the real reason he left. Something could have happened. He might need some bread. Who knows, man? I don't know. All I know is Jackson State ain't giving him the bread. Yeah, they probably was calling his phone all night. Hey, can you bail my son Pookie Loke out of jail? Can you stop by the hospital and see Lil John John? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Lil Scrap got shot. Can you pray for him? That shit get old after a while. Like, yo, where are all the men in the community? Y'all gonna wait till I get down here to do some shit? And that's the problem, man. You gotta do for self, too. Shit be crazy out here, man. You dig? Deion Sanders can't save everybody. Prime said clean water and no prime and no crime. Prime ain't fucking with the crime. That's how it is. Prime ain't fucking with the crime. They finding dead bodies on Jackson State campus. This shit is crazy. Where would you rather live? Boulder, Colorado? Or Jackson, Mississippi, where the water is not clean? Come on, man. We got to think about this shit. We got to keep it real. It's time for niggas to just confess. Is the white man's ice colder? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because white people support their interests. It's not that they special. They support. I guarantee. Deion Sanders went to Colorado. All the alumni donating right now. They donating right now. I guarantee they going to have about 50, 60 million raised within the next 90 days. They on the phones right now raising money. You call a black person to get some money, niggas gonna start complaining. We know how we do. Black people petty, but we don't want to deal with the truth. Let some of y'all colleges call y'all. Y'all gonna be like, man, y'all calling again? What the fuck y'all want? I just donated 3 years ago. You niggas ain't gonna donate $5, man. Y'all ain't gonna cash out $12. Y'all want to get into the games for free. Y'all niggas don't buy no merch half the time. You niggas don't be volunteering at y'all colleges. Shit like that, man. White people be on it, man. They donate. They donate to the high schools in their community. How you think these high schools in the white communities be getting a leg up? Because the companies and the corporations and the businesses in that neighborhood donate. Y'all need new computers? They gonna donate. It's a tax write-off anyway. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need this, y'all need that. It's a tax write-off, bruh. It's how it is, Jones. Niggas be acting like, boy, the shit that I even was going through with the self-improvement summit. Y'all don't even understand. I asked a nigga for $5 to throw something for black men. Nigga want to know my social security number. Nigga want to know where my mama stay. I'm like, man, fuck this. You know what I mean? I ain't begging you niggas. I put up my own bread. Shout out to the people that did donate. self-improvement summits, but I'm keeping it a buck. Yo, dealing with niggas ain't easy. I've been there, done that. I've been down that road, man. I've been down, and not even on the Deion Sanders level. When I was doing the self-improvement summits, and I used to have to try to scrape up money to try to get some fundraising going on, to try to do something positive for my community, man, nigga, you see what I'm doing now? Put it like this. Y'all niggas see where I'm at now. I ain't throw no summit in a minute. Because that shit is a headache. You know how many nights I just had to pray on this shit? Like, yo, should I do another one? Should I not? Because, yo, you dealing with niggas, man. Niggas don't be wanting to support their own interests, man. Shout out to the people that did donate. Because there were some people that held me down. But for the most part, I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Nigga want to know my social security. We talking about a nigga that would donate $25. Want to know where my mama live. Want to know my kid's name and shit. I'm like, y'all got me fucked up. How it is, man. So when a nigga do what's best for him, you can't get mad either. You can't get mad. You can't, especially if you ain't do nothing, if you ain't facilitate anything, if you ain't help out. You can't get mad, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You ain't get that man $5. Y'all could have, yo, real talk, they could have cashed that. Everybody in Jackson, Mississippi, in the alumni, everybody that ever went to Jackson in the alumni could have cash stabbed him $10. Boo, that shit would have added up. Probably would have been a couple million by the time they was done. Everybody in Jackson, Mississippi, and the surrounding counties could have cashed stabbed $10. But they didn't. Fuck y'all want the man to do? Everybody could have cashed that $10. That shit add up. He could have paid his coaches. He probably could have just gave it to his assistants. Nah. Niggas ain't even want to do that. Niggas just wanted to come to the game with some good shoes on and party. Must be the money. But when it come down to giving up that bread, I think black people need to be educated on business and politics. I'm sorry. We don't understand you got to pay to play. I'm sorry. Black people do not, I ain't saying all black people, the majority don't understand you got to pay to play. You have to pay. And, you know, black people, you know, we want to pimp everything, and we want to, you know, get over and find a loophole. That shit is cool sometimes. But on a real, you got to pay to play. We need real politic and business training. Without it, niggas going to fall to the wayside. You got to pay to play, bruh. You know what I'm saying? How it is. Niggas are business unsavvy. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I ain't gonna give you niggas some real life examples. Plenty of times I had to pay to play. Put it like that. You know what I'm saying? Put it like that. You know what I mean? Y'all think Stretch City just popped up on his own and I didn't have to pay to play? Oh, I had to pay to play. And I'll leave it at that. Y'all think Stretch City just miraculously appeared and I didn't have to bust no deals and I ain't had to bust no jugs to pay to play. I'm still paying to play. But it is what it is. Shit, I ain't complaining because I want to play. If I want to play, hold on. Let me cleanse this. Let me cleanse the air real quick because my vibrations ain't right. We got to get the vibrations right. You got to pay to play. And I can sit there and tell you niggas some shit, but I ain't going to put my business in the street. Nigga, Stretch City had to pay to play. And I'll leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave it at that. Niggas really had to pay to play. We had to bust some real jugs out here. Some real backdoor deals. Hey, nigga, meet me in this alley with you know what I'm saying? With an envelope full of money. No cap. Nigga had to bust some jugs. But we get the job done. So I'm not complaining, but I understand if I want to play, I got to pay. I'm talking about meet me at this hot dog stand, da-da-da-da-da, I'll be right there. All right, I'm showing up with an envelope full of money. That's how you get shit done. The Negro does not understand. You have to give this Negro training on business. I'm sorry. You got to take your emotions out of it. You know, niggas want to complain, why I got to do this? Why I got to do that? Why I got to do this? Like, the Negro always want to know why. You got to compete. Like my man said, you got to compete. It's like getting your song played at the club. You got a record, you think it's hot, you gotta pay the DJ. You gotta pay the strippers to get your music played. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas don't have not comprehended this. Some people have, some people won't, and we'll see who gonna outlast. Because the Negro don't understand. When it comes to business and politics, I think black people need to be re-educated and re-educated and re-educated on how this shit really works. It's emotionless, man. You know the Negro always want to ask why. Why I gotta do this? Why I gotta do that? Why I gotta be like this? I'm like, God damn. And then by the time they get finished complaining, nothing ever gets done. Dog, you gotta know how to play the game. Sergeant First Class Manchester told me that when I was a young sergeant. He said, you know what, Coates? You one of my best soldiers, but you don't know how to play the game. Real talk. You don't know how to play the game. And I had to learn how to play. And you got to pay. So same thing with Jackson State. Jackson State did not pay to play. And that's on them. Them niggas can't get mad at Deion, man. Deion done did more for you niggas than anybody in that community within the last 30 years. Fuck you want the man to do? Must be the money. $5 million? Shit. Just make anybody lose sleep. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I don't know what world y'all live in. I know what world I live in. I got to pay to play. That's how it is. And if I can bust another jug, I'm going to pay to play. I got to get some stuff done in my building with some people, some contractors. I got to pay to play. And we ain't talking about $100. We talking about that shit be like $400 here. That shit be like $1,000 here, $1,200 here, just to play. You can't get mad. Everybody busting jugs. I can sit there and be like, why y'all charge so much? All I need is this capped off, and why y'all charge so much? No, nigga, if you want it done, you got to pay to play. The Negro will learn. Everybody else laughing at black people because we haven't grasped this concept. Niggas still asking for reparations. Like, forget it. Like, nigga, this is my reparation. You know what I mean? The fuck? Being able to pay to play. That is my reparation. I ain't anybody waiting on that shit. That shit never gonna come, man. They got you niggas. Black Twitter got you niggas in a frenzy. Nah, nigga. Hey, if the reparations come, cool. But hey, you can't wait on that shit. If our grandparents ain't get reparations, why y'all niggas worried about it? You know what I mean? You niggas grew up privileged compared to our grandparents. You niggas talking about reparations. Niggas is crazy, man. I'm living my reparation. You know what I mean? So I'm just keeping it 100. We don't play the victim Olympics, man. You get it done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's hard. It ain't fun, but you gotta pay to play. You niggas want a beautiful woman on your arm, you gotta pay to play. You niggas want a nice car, you gotta pay to play. You niggas want a nice house, you gotta pay to play. You niggas want nice shoes, you gotta pay to play. I can go down the list of shit. You niggas be wanting everything and want to give up the lease. A nigga be wanting the big booty freak on his arm that wear nothing but red bottoms, but want to do it for free. That's the Negro's attitude. I can't understand this Negro. Never have, never will. I'm going to be honest. You got to pay to play. You want you a supermodel, like you want you an Ethiopian supermodel from East Africa, you got to pay to play. Fuck, you going to get all that for free? Nigga, that's maintenance. That's upkeep. She need her hair done every 3 days. The video of Deion touring the Colorado facilities is amazing. Deion is like a kid at a candy store. That nigga Deion was like, fuck the hood. That nigga Deion got to Colorado, was like, yo, I ain't going back. That nigga taste that brisk Colorado clean air. Because you know the air is just a little cleaner in Colorado. I don't know if you ever been. That nigga tasted that brisk Colorado air. That shit hit the back of his neck. That nigga say, I ain't never going back. That nigga say, I ain't never going. Nigga, like you ever get off a plane somewhere real nice and the air tastes different? That's how Deion was when he landed up there. That nigga was like, hell. You can taste the air in Colorado. The air's a little thin, but it's clean. My nigga like shit. Y'all, y'all notice how Deion kept saying there's no crime up here. He kept saying Boulder, Colorado, virtually no crime, even though that's cap because they just had a mass shooting up there. You know what I'm saying? Deion bugging, but I know what he meant. There ain't no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? A nigga Deion got off that private plane with his beautiful woman on his arm. And a nigga tasted that mountain air like, I ain't fucking with you Negroes. I gave you Negroes everything I had. Nigga, Deion lost 2 toes fucking around with you niggas on that hard-ass turf down there at Jackson State. Trying to practice on that hard-ass turf. That nigga lost 2 toes fucking with you niggas. That nigga say, I am done. Colorado, that air tastes a little bit different. Yeah, nigga, taste that air in Colorado, nigga. Look, either way, I'm happy for the nigga. If he stay at Jackson State, if he would have stayed, I'd have been happy. He left, I'm happy. It's all good. But I do see why some people are upset. And one thing I will say, it was how he left. Like, he kind of put it in their face. You know what I'm saying? I felt like with some of the videos that came out, even though it wasn't out of the ordinary, coaches showing up, getting off private jets, that's the standard. I ain't gonna lie. I felt like he was putting it in their face. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that part of it. Like, damn, dog. He still got to go back and coach one more game. How the fuck you gonna do that after you done went to Colorado and taste that cold air? Them players ain't gonna respond to you after that. They like, damn, nigga. So I don't really like that part of it. It felt like he was taunting people. Even though I know he wasn't, but it came off like that. He did. It really did. But other than that, it's cool. I guess it was how he left. Like, damn. He put it right in their face. Like, as soon as the SWAC championship was over, that nigga was gone. He ain't even sit around and celebrate. You know what I'm saying? But I get it, man. I ain't hating. But that nigga got off that private jet with his coat on, tasted that mountain air. That nigga say, fuzz up, vizat. You know what I'm saying? Must be the money. Must be the money that's turning me on. That's what he said, nigga. Must be the money. Hold on, niggas. Because y'all know me, nigga. Must be the money. Must be the money, nigga. Rubbed it all in their face. Yo, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? They talking spicy about Deion, man. Yeah, he need to get with Russell Wilson up there, too. I'm going to keep it a break. He need to sit down with Russell Wilson and figure out what the fuck going on with him while he up there in Colorado. You know, Boulder, Colorado, not an easy place, man. Ain't that where Kobe Bryant got into some shit? Ain't that where Kobe got into trouble? Boulder? Wasn't it Boulder, Colorado? Kobe almost fucked his life up over that shit, man. Be careful out there in Boulder, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, niggas ain't lasting long in Colorado, boy. You got to go to work and go home. Wherever Kobe was, he got into some crazy shit. You know what I mean? Straight up. So be careful in Colorado, Prime. You can't be up there wilding out, man. They ain't forget about Kobe, man. Real talk. They ain't forget about Kobe, man. Like, they got Kobe real good in Colorado, nigga. I think it was Boulder, too. It was somewhere close to that. Oh, yeah. They railroaded Kobe. They say Kobe sodomized the girl. Like, anytime they using words like sodomized, yeah, they out to get you. You got to be careful up there, man. That's all I'm saying. Just be careful. Go to work and go home. Don't stop at the bar. Don't stop at the pool hall. Don't stop at Chili's. Go to work and go home, nigga. Because they ain't forget about Kobe, nigga. Facts. They ain't forget. They like, oh, I'm gonna get one of you Negroes. But anyway, look, man. Shout out to Deion, man. I fuck with Prime. You know what I'm saying? And then, yo, Deion's so crazy. He told them players at Jackson State, don't hit the transfer portal. Like, yo, I'm gonna keep it real, man. Deion crazy, man. That nigga told a lot of those players at Jackson State, y'all better not hit that transfer portal. He gonna take about 10 of them with him. He gonna take the top players from Jackson State. The rest of them niggas, he leaving them. He even leaving some of them coaches, man. Yo, I'm gonna keep it real. I see why some people mad at this nigga this morning. I kind of do see why they pissed, because Deion is talking spicy, baby. He told them niggas, you better not hit that transfer portal, because they ain't fucking with him. He like, look, y'all was good enough for Jackson State. I need a different caliber of player from when I play Oregon, when I play Nebraska, when I play Utah. I can't even fuck with you niggas. When we play USC, you ain't good enough. He got about 10 of them he gonna bring. I'm like, damn. Yeah, Travis Hunter definitely going. Had those JSU players thinking they can go to the NFL. Well, some of them possibly could go to the NFL. Yo, man, it's not hard to get to the league. You know what I'm saying? If you got some talent, I should say, and if you work hard, you know what I mean? I remember my homeboy's brother. He wasn't really all that on the field. He kept going and bouncing from these D2 colleges. He ended up getting an agent. He had some tryouts. Like, it's not hard to get a tryout, my nigga. It's not hard to get to the practice squad. And then you work your way up. I'm telling you. It's really not that hard. But you got to have talent. Don't get it twisted, but you ain't necessarily got to be at a big school, man. If you got talent, you know what I mean? It's not that hard. If you got the right size, you got some talent, and if you work your butt off, you can get a tryout, my nigga. You can make it to training camp. You know how many people get kicked out of training camp every year? You can make it to a training camp, bro. They invite a lot of people. So a lot of those JSU players, if they got the talent, they'll get a look. They'll get invited to some training camps, and after that, it's on you, dog. It's on you after that, man. You know what I mean? You can't be entitled. Work your ass off. If I wanted to play football, if you invite me to a training camp, all I need is the opportunity. I'm going to kick the door down, nigga. What you want me to play special teams? You want me to play whatever you want me to do. You want me to hold the clipboard? Yo, you got to volunteer for everything. You got to make yourself valuable. See, it's the entitlement for me. I can't. You know what? I don't even know why I do these live streams. You know what I mean? I just be wasting time. Because at the end of the day, it's just the entitlement for me, man. A nigga like me, all I need is an opportunity. You got to show yourself that you're valuable, whatever. Volunteer for everything. That's how I used to stay getting out of shit in the military. I volunteered for every detail. And then the details I really didn't want, they wouldn't call me. I had my hand raised. They'd be like, no, you volunteer for everything. No, not you. They going to find the ones that never volunteer. All right, you got to work over the weekend. And I'd be home chilling, drinking beer. That's how it was. You got to make yourself valuable, my nigga. Make yourself a hot commodity. Niggas act like they don't know how to work hard. Fuck is wrong with you niggas? If you invite me to training camp, nigga, I will inflate the footballs, nigga. I don't care what I got to do. Y'all remember Gary Payton's son, Gary Payton Jr., or the third, or whatever the fuck? Gary Payton Jr. told the Golden State Warriors, I'll work in the film room. They gave him an opportunity. He maximized it. Now he got a 3-year contract with with Trailblazers. I think like $12 million or something. He made himself valuable. The nigga went to the coaching staff and said, can I work in the film room? He lost his ego. He dropped his ego, right? He got over the pride. Black man got too much pride. And he asked for an opportunity. And he maximized it. And Gary Payton was balling last season until he got injured. Y'all remember? Defense. And he was balling on offense. He made himself valuable. What's so hard about this concept? I know I'm talking to the Negro, but what's so hard about hustling? Seriously. Doing the dirty work. Make yourself valuable, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you get invited to a training camp, nigga, Suge Knight was in the NFL, nigga. Like, come on. We act like this shit is dog. Work your ass off. That's all I gotta say. Be the first nigga holding Tom Brady's bag. Be the first nigga on the bus. Sweep the back of the plane. Nigga, if you give me an opportunity, y'all niggas gonna think I'm Farnsworth Bentley, nigga. I'm doing everything. I'm cleaning out the coach's office, nigga. Nigga, I'm up in that motherfucker with a dust broom and a mop, nigga. Hey, Bill Belichick, you need anything, sir? Sir, I'll go get your lunch. What you want? Caesar salad, nigga? I mean, you want fat feet vinaigrette? Nigga, I'm doing all that shit, nigga. And you want some sushi? I'll roll it up myself. If you want it, you want it. Lose that pride shit, man. Black people, we got too much pride. Not me. Not me. Not me. I'm sorry. I ain't got that shit. Not me, nigga. Why? Because I'm going to get the job done. If that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got me super fucked up. You know what I'm saying? If Bill Belichick needed me to carry him on my back home, I'd do that shit if I really love the game. If you want an opportunity, you make yourself valuable. There's all kind of shit that you can do to stand out. But see, that pride and ego shit, nigga don't want to stand out. You volunteer for everything. I need somebody to play special teams. I need somebody to hold the ball for the punter. I need somebody to face dive in a to face plant in the middle of the field. I need somebody to hold the umbrella when it's raining. Nigga, all that shit is a test to see how bad you want it. Y'all remember on Making the Band when Diddy made them niggas walk all that way to Brooklyn for that cheesecake? He wanted to see who wanted it. Y'all think Puff Daddy ain't had to pay his dues? Y'all think Russell Simmons ain't had to pay his dues? Y'all think Master P ain't had to pay their dues? They lost that pride and they had to get it. We only see the success. We ain't see Puff Daddy when he was going to get coffee for Andre Harrell. Y'all don't see those days because he ain't going to show you. Y'all ain't see those days when Puff Daddy had to go pick up the dry cleaning for Clive Davis and all kind of other debaucherous shit Clive made him do. Y'all don't see those days, do you? And y'all never going to see those days because y'all don't want to. Y'all want to see Puff Daddy today. Y'all ain't see Jay-Z when he was rapping in the club with 12 people. Looking silly. Rapping all fast and shit. Y'all don't remember those days when a nigga had to do concerts for free. Y'all seen the Kanye West documentary? Kanye West had to finesse his way in the studio time. If you want it, you gonna get the job done is what I'm saying. Go watch the Kanye West documentary. He gonna show you. He wanted it. Kanye used to sneak in the studio and make beats. Like, this shit real. He finessed his way. He wanted it while everybody was partying, everybody was drinking, everybody was wilding out, everybody was having fun. Kanye was sneaking in the studio, getting his studio time, asking people for favors. Dog, you gotta pay your dues, my nigga. That's all I'm saying. Nigga don't want to pay their dues. I don't know what kind of life y'all want to live. I don't do nothing without paying. Nigga, I don't want nothing easy. Put it like that. And any endeavor I got into in life, I had to pay my dues. That mean I was meant to be there. You can't skip the due process. You niggas don't want to pay your dues. You niggas just want the rewards. That's the problem. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It's the entitlement for me. You did? What the fuck to tell you niggas, man? Niggas don't want to struggle for what they want. You niggas don't want to feel the pain. That shit gonna hurt. You're supposed to hurt. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to cry when you want something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about crying like a baby. I'm talking about crying because it's painful. Crying because it's the unknown. You're supposed to cry. You're supposed to feel it in your gut. That's how you get stronger. Niggas don't want to work. Fair enough. There's always going to be somebody that's going to work. It's always going to be somebody that's going to get it. It's always going to be somebody that want it bad. You invite me to an NFL training camp, nigga, I'll cut the grass with some scissors. If that's how bad I want it. Now, if I don't want it, I ain't going to do that shit. If I don't want it, I ain't doing that shit. But if I want it that bad, I get out there and cut the grass with some scissors, nigga. I'll clean up the stands. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. If you want it, you're going to get it. So a lot of those Jackson State players, like I said, They'll have some opportunities if they got the talent. They'll get invited to some training camps. Now it's on them after that. It's on them. It's on you, bro. You gotta fight for it. I knew niggas with less talent that got invited to training camp, but little to no talent really, compared to everybody else. Still got an invite. What you gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying? Real talk. What Jay-Z say? You put me anywhere on God's green earth, I triple my worth. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Keeping it 100 with you niggas, man. It's the entitlement for me, man. You niggas gotta get over that shit. Gotta pay to play. I think that's the lesson here today. Jackson State should have showed love to Deion. Jackson State should have did the right thing. You come up with the money. Niggas got money for everything else, man. It's crazy. Everybody could have cashed out that nigga $10, man, just to show their appreciation. You know what I'm saying? It's the entitlement, man. I don't know what else to say. Gotta hold on to something good. It's like a good relationship. You got a good relationship, hold on to it. Treat it right. Treat it right. You got a bad relationship, let it go. The fundamentals, man. This shit be so easy. Niggas just don't want to do shit. Black people got too much pride, man. It just is what it is. Black people got too. We just too entitled. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. It was time to go. He did enough, man. Facts. I mean, it was what it was. I don't know if it was time to go, but I know he had to go. Whatever happened. Because if Deion would have stayed at Jackson State, it's a lot more he could have did. Like, he probably could have got about 10, 15 of them boys in the NFL and really did some shit. But, I don't know if it was time, but he had to. He had to do what he had to do. He had to do what you can't fault the man for that. Dig. Shit crazy, man. Shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? I do understand why, some of the players would be mad. If I went to Jackson State specifically to play for Deion, I would feel some type of way. Like, damn, nigga. Be like, damn, nigga, I could have went to Tulane, or I could have went to NC State, or I could have went to Wake Forest, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, he need to make it right with those players, but he don't owe you Negroes nothing. No, he don't. But if I went to Jackson State to play for Deion, yeah, I would feel some type of way. Like, nigga, I only came for you. Nobody ain't trying to live in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm keep it real. Niggas ain't really trying to live in Jackson like that. Like, nigga, I only came down here for you. So I would be a little upset. Other than that, it's fair game. It's fair game, nigga. It's a fair exchange. Fair game, man. You can't get mad, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, what would you do? That's what you gotta ask yourself. What would you do? What would you do? You're gonna do what's best for you. That's just human nature. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the human needs, is security. He ain't had no security at Jackson State. You can't get mad at the man. Can't get mad at him. You know what I'm saying? This is a valuable lesson to the Negro. This is a valuable lesson to the Negro. Write this shit down. It's a valuable lesson. You got something good, hold on to it. Cherish it. Invest in it. Sweat equity, money, everything. Invest in it. Do your best. If you ain't putting forth no effort, then why would Deion? I mean, come on, y'all tripping. Y'all talking spicy about Deion. Like, he ain't never do nothing for the hood. Like, he ain't never do nothing for the Negro. Deion Sanders played 2 sports, essentially working 2 jobs to get it. Come on, man. Deion Sanders, ain't nobody give him nothing. That nigga played basketball, football, baseball, and ran track growing up. Played baseball and football. Come on, ain't nobody give him nothing, man. You can't get mad at that man. While everybody else was at home scratching their nuts, that nigga was at practice. While everybody was playing, he was at practice. He was on that field. He was on that turf. While everybody was bullshitting, Deion was practicing. He was playing. He was getting it, putting his body in danger to get rich. You can't get mad at that. You niggas was at the club. He was working on his craft. That's how it is, man. So we can say, oh, life ain't fair. That nigga worked his ass off. That nigga played a football and a baseball game in the same day. Come on, man. Deion don't owe nobody nothing, man. He worked for that shit. Ain't nobody write him no check. So can't get mad, dog. Must be the money. Hold on, I gotta hear this shit again. Yeah, man. Must be the money. Nigga, Deion bust his ass for that money, man. Stop playing. Put some respect on that man's name. That man played a baseball game and a football game in the same day at the highest level. Put some respect on his name, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Must be the money. I don't know what to do with the Negro. Personally, I think the Negro finished, but we just need to be re-educated on life. Really do. Niggas need to be re-educated on life. That's it. Y'all make it happen. But anyway, I'm gonna close with this. Deion better not get up in Colorado playing. I don't know if y'all. I'm gonna say this again. Y'all might think the Pac-12 is garbage. Get up there and be fucking around and get his ass blown out by 40, 50 points. Fuck around with Utah and Washington State. Get up there and be playing against Oregon. I think Deion gonna learn real quick. Shit real. This ain't the SWAC, motherfucker. That Pac-12 is stacked and packed, man. The Pac-12 was really good this year. It's a lot of teams that's ranked. Boy, that nigga get up there playing. There ain't gonna be no playing on the sideline, all those celebrities on the sideline. Don't nobody care about Gillian Wallow on the sideline. Don't nobody give a fuck, nigga. You better win some game. You know them white folk, nigga, you can't talk your way out of that, nigga. They want you to win some games, nigga. You know them white folk gonna tell you straight out, get them niggas off the sideline. Don't nobody want to see no Gillian Wallow. Who give a fuck? White people don't even know who Gillian Wallow is. That's black people shit. Keep it in 100. That's black people shit. You know what I'm saying? The average white person in Boulder, Colorado do not know about Gilly the Kid. Nobody cares. That nigga better win some games. Nigga, you better beat Oregon. You better beat USC. You better beat UCLA, etc. Oh, yeah, that nigga better win. Oh, he better win fast. For real. Nigga better win. That's all I can say. Because they quick to call you a nigga. Oh, this nigga can't coach. You did. Oh, boy, boy, boy. Lose your pride, man. Lose the ego. Black people with too much pride. The downfall, man. Black people got too much pride, man. I ain't got no pride. Not like that. Not when it comes to something I want. Black people got too much pride. Should have held on to the nigga. Y'all took advantage of the nigga. You don't take advantage of a good thing, bruh. Anyway, we'll keep our eye on the street, man. 6 Pac-12 schools on top. The Pac-12 is no joke, man. So they better fix that shit. Deion better win. Don't get up there thinking shit sweet, because it ain't the SEC. Shit me. Pac-12 is stacked and packed this season, bro. Real talk. Stacked and packed. Nigga better win. I think his first year he may win about. If Deion wins 6 games his first season, I would be shocked if he won 6. No, Colorado only won 1 game last season or something like that. I would be shocked if he won 6 games. I gotta look at their schedule. If he can win 6 games, I give him some credit. If Deion can win 6, if he win more than 6, that nigga can coach. It's gonna be tough. Jed. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be hard for him to recruit, because they know he's not gonna be at Colorado long. They like, nigga, I ain't trust you. They be like, nigga, I don't even trust you. You might only be here for 2 years. I don't know. He may have a hard time recruiting people. I don't know. I don't think no more players gonna trust him after this, though. It's gonna be tough. He gonna have to get a lot of players from the transfer portal, because they gonna be like, nigga, you ain't even gonna be here next year. Why should I go play for you? So, we'll see. Colorado only won 1 game last year. They don't have to play USC. That's good. We'll see, man. You know what I'm saying? A nigga better win. I think I might take some bets. Will Deion win 6 games? Yes or no? Well, we got Deion at about 5 games. Deion Sanders should be able to win 5 games, bro. You should be able to win 5. If he wins 6, I'd be surprised. I don't think he's going to win more than 6. Not his first year. If that nigga wins 6, anything's an upgrade more than 1 game. If that nigga can win 6 games, he got potential. He might have some potential. He going to get his ass blown out a few games. Wait till they play Oregon. I think they play Nebraska. Wait till they play Utah and Washington State. You're going to see some games where that nigga lose by 40 points. South Carolina State whooped his ass last year in a SWAC championship game. I don't think y'all remember. I watched that game. It was on ESPN. South Carolina State whooped their ass last season. Facts. Not my opinion. So let's not get it twisted. South Carolina State got in that ass. Deion got outcoached. We don't even know if this guy is a really good coach or not. I'm keeping it real. We don't. That nigga got his ass whooped by South Carolina State, nigga. So anyway, it remains to be seen. You know what I'm saying? We'll find out really quick if he can really coach, nigga. Dog, it's one thing to motivate players, and it's another thing to coach. I'm talking about X's and O's. I'm talking about get on your Andy Reid shit. I'm talking about we don't know if he can really coach, bro. Deion not a coach. He's a recruiter. Well, look, they paying him as a coach. So at the end of the day, they play Nebraska and TCU. You're going to see some shellacking. I seen the schedule, 2-9 versus 5-7. I got to take a look at the schedule. I haven't really looked at the schedule, but if they got to play TCU, whoo, boy, TCU, they looking really good, man. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. I guess anything an upgrade above 1 game. Like, they only won 1 game last season. If Deion Sanders win 2 games, that's a win. You did. If he only win 2 games, that's a win. You know what I mean? Shit. So he playing with house money. He like, shit, I did better than what y'all did last season. Nigga playing with house, man. I don't know. But we don't know if he can really coach, bro. I'm talking about X's and O's. We don't know. He can play the game at the highest level, but can he coach? When shit get real, can Deion call a play? We'll see. We'll see. I've seen Nick Saban do some coaching in the game before, quite a few times, that knocked my socks off. The decisions that he made, the poised. Dog, we talking about real coaching, bro. Real decisions. Y'all remember the national championship game? Nigga took out Jalen Hurts. He put in Tua, came back and won the game. And I was sick. I damn near cried because I wanted Georgia to win that game so bad. You know, I'm a Georgia fan, for people that don't know. Real talk. But when Nick Saban took out Jalen Hurts and put in Tua, I didn't know who Tua was. He started flicking that ball, and Alabama came back and won that championship. I said, that's why he the GOAT. Most people ain't going to make that. That's coaching. That is a coach. Can you make the tough decision? We don't know if Deion can coach. I've seen Nick Saban do some shit that was astonishing on a coaching level. That's why the coach get paid so much money, to make tough decisions. You got to make them. Can you coach? And if he can't coach, he will be exposed. See, Deion, he can talk good. Deion, slick talker. None of that shit mean nothing. None of that shit mean nothing in the game. Can you coach? Can you get through to those players? That we don't know. We do not know. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm out this joint, people. I'll check y'all tomorrow, man. Peace.